And most of the meditators meditate normally with the idea of self. I will get the benefits like that. If we talk about the karma, also we are saying with the idea of self. I did the bad karma, I will get the bad result. If I did the good karma, I will get the good results. So we talk about the karma or meditation with the idea of self. To understand the idea of non-self, we need to understand the conditional nature. Conditional nature. Yesterday we discussed about the condition of physical nature. We should have the right understanding about the causes and results and their relation. If we think causes become the result, that is wrong view of self. Causes cannot become the results. Causes is also impermanent nature. It will arise and cease for that moment, and it will not reappear again. But it will condition the corresponding result to arise newly. We think, how do you say? We think I suffer means at the moment of doing something is doing and it is following along the timeline, and at the moment of result happening, it is still happening at the moment of results, and it gets sufferings. For example, this morning, someone so emotional and shouting with anger. Honestly, for that moment, the angry mind is very clear. That is cause. That is causing to happen the shouting. Maybe after that, the angry mind disappear and he feel relaxed because he trying to be mindful and relaxed. But at the evening, maybe Uzen thought about it, and then maybe he's scolding to him. But at the moment of getting the scolding, the how do you say, angry mind or any physical nature and mental nature happening, already happening in this morning has gone. So at the moment of hearing the scolding, for that moment, any physical nature and mental nature are newly happening. But the present the current moment of hearing the scolding is the consequences of this morning angry mind and others physical nature and mental nature. We should understand like that. The idea of self means how to say at the moment of doing there is something or one mind is existing there and it is doing the function. But later at the moment of getting the result, something or one mind that make the previous action is already there and stay there and getting the result. In Western philosophy, they say, I think, therefore I am. That means at the moment of thinking, there is one mind or one thing is stay there, and that makes the thinking. Maybe later, maybe how to say, after getting the result or after some moments, that thing or one mind that make the thinking previously is stay there. So they consider how to say, I think, therefore I am. So at the moment of thinking, thinking mind will happen. But at the moment of getting the result, thinking mind has already disappeared. It is not following along the timeline at the moment of getting the result. At the moment of getting the result, it is new mind arising, new feeling arising, new consciousness arising. It is not the previous mind or previous thinking. We give the example about the river flowing, like that. River flowing or candle flames that is leading the whole night. Have you heard about it? How do you say? The river flowing means it is how do you say? In Myanmar, the Ayawati River. Do you know about the Ayawati River? They say Ayawati River is existing for 10 million years. But how do you say? The river means the collection of water, the flowing of water. In fact, any water, any collection of water is not existing or staying in somewhere for 10 millions of years. They are arising and replacing, arising and flowing, replacing, renewing from moment to moment. For example, I will lit a candle flames for the whole day, 24 hours. I can see the same. I will lit one candle. I will see one flame, one candle is existing for the whole day. But actually, it is not the same flame. Same flame that is existing the whole night or the whole day. But conditioning of fuel, wax, and oxygen and wind and are making or conditioning new fire, new flames replace one after another from moment to moment. So every moment is renewing or changing because the conditions are supporting to arise newly from moment to moment. So any physical nature or mental nature cannot remain the same one along the timeline because conditions are also changing and they are conditioning to arise the result to renew from moment to moment. So what I mean is this morning, any thinking, any feeling, any perception is not following along the timeline. They are arising depending on the corresponding object. Objects are also not forever. Objects are also ceasing, changing. So the result of consciousness, feeling, judging, and volition that are arising depending on their corresponding object are also changing and renewing and replacing from moment to moment. It is not the same mind, it is not the same consciousness, it is not the same feeling, it is not the same volition. But similar quality, similar consciousness, similar feeling, similar perception, similar anger, similar greed are arising and renewing according to corresponding object. If we consider the same mind, the same consciousness, the same feeling, the same anger, the same hatred, the same greed is following along the timeline. We see that is idea of self, that is the idea of I. The result is not following, or the result is not coming from somewhere. But at the moment of conditioning about the conditioning by causes, the result will arise newly, accordingly and conditionally. For example, on this, I will a lighter. Inside the lighter, there is no flame. But I make condition, maybe friction force. Inside there are some fuel. Condition making. The result, the flames to arise newly. Maybe next time I make the condition, the flame will arise. The flame is not the previous flame. It is arising newly. But the present flame is similar qualities with the previous flame. So we consider the same flame or the same one is coming again.
We don't consider that.
No, we maybe non-meditators or who do not learn and about the idea of non-self. What I think is the idea of trauma, right? Trauma. Trauma means some bad feeling is existing in some way in the mind or in some way. from if we can understand the idea of non-self, it cannot be like that because nothing such as bad emotion or bad memory cannot stay in somewhere. But the idea of self, somebody is still existing in somewhere or in the mind. That condition, like the feeling of trauma. So any physical state or mental state cannot remain, cannot stay in some way, but they will arise in similar way, depending on the corresponding condition or causes. You understand?
Yeah.
Maybe honestly, this morning, this is I have the quarrel or how do you say a quarrel or some bad feeling happening with someone. I try to be mindful at that moment, and how do you say it disappear. But at the meditation time, we call thoughts or thinking about it will arise or can arise. So yesterday we discussed about the mental object or how do you say mind sense. So at this morning happening is already finished, already gone. Maybe thoughts or feeling or angry mind that has already disappeared. But at the meditation time, how do you say thinking mind or emotion arise. So the question is, it is the same mind. How do you say? This morning also a frustrated mind happened. At the meditation time, maybe I cannot mindful well about that thoughts. I feel frustrated a little bit at the meditation time. So frustrated mind at this morning and the frustrated mind at the meditation time are the same mind or different mind.
When you talked about yesterday or about your mother when she died,
Yes.
This is like free-flowing communication, verbal, connected to the mental process. How do you remember this? If there is no memory, is there memory?
Yes, from the view of greater truth, we can say that is memory. Memory.
So there, so there is something that exists, that survives the process. Like a trauma, it's a memory connected to a feeling that was terrible. So we are programmed, and this program is stored. That the mind arises all the time, different things, but when there's a special object, a trigger, then this program suddenly reacts, isn't it?
Yes.
So the mind is arising and going, but there is a kind of program where that fills the mind with a substance.
Yes, yes, memories. The, for the idea of non-self, memory does not mean something is stored in somewhere. Uh, I give the example. Usain also sometimes give the example. How to say, the mango fruits arising or fire arising. Fire is not stored in the fire lighter. Maybe mango has the sweet taste. Maybe at the moment of planting the mango seeds, nothing is storage in the mango seeds about sweetness, but honestly, the time comes, or we say ribbon times happening, the sweetness appear. It is not coming from the past, or it is not coming from the somewhere, but it arises newly, accordingly, or conditionally.
How does the seed know to become a tree if it doesn't have a memory of the tree?
Yes, from the view
How
of.
do you know how to act right or wrong according to your past if you don't have a memory?
Yes,
Perhaps this is not covered. Perhaps this is not covered in the Buddhist literature.
yes, we can say as memory, but we should not think it is coming from somewhere or it is not coming from the past. We should understand
It's
like
an
that.
experience that is stored, connected to a certain event, a certain condition. So when this condition happens again, the brain links to that part and it was this.
Yes.
The theory is that it's not stored, but it can be part of your attachments and relations.
It's not stored, it's non-self. For example, every feeling, every experience, everything has certain, if you see your brain as a hard drive, and everything is written through electric impulses, neurons and so on, that move in certain ways. So the brain is conditioned, or let's say the energy with which the brain is conditioned, the neurons move, is depending on your experience. If it's a pleasant experience, it will connect this point and this point and this point and this point.